Welcome back to What's Next Garage. Today we got the motor out of a 2013 Chevy Equinox. The original motor blew up, so we're going to replace it with an auto salvage motor. But we're going to take some preventative measures and we're going to replace the timing chain, the water pump, and the crank seal. So stick around, here we go. I did just pull out the 2 solenoids for the VVT system. Really simple, undo the bolts and then they have a little lip where you can just stick a screwdriver in and just twist it a little and it comes right up. Super simple. All right, so let's keep going here. All right, we're gonna take off this top guide. Okay, pull that guy off of there. And you get a new one in the kit, so we don't have to worry about saving this, but I'm going to set it aside and keep the hardware with it. 10 millimeter. Seems a lot of this is all 10 millimeter. Okay, it's a fancy bolt, so we're gonna set it aside. Okay, and inside there, you can see that 10 millimeter bolt. Okay, look at this. Okay, so now I want to bring that out of there. Okay, so it's still hanging there. Just want to get a magnet to pull it out the rest of the way. You just get your magnet. There you go. And then you can pull this guide out. And that guide looks pretty good. But we are at number 1 cylinder. We have our cam. We have our cam arrows lined up right, and I also checked the lobes of the cam or make sure it wasn't on an intake or an exhaust stroke. It's compression. Okay, and now we're going to take the tensioner bolt out, or the tensioner out. It's this big gigantic, it's supposed to be 32 millimeter, but an 1.25 inch socket fits beautiful. Okay, there's our tensioner, and our kit came with a new one. Okay, so we should be getting pretty loose here. Oh yeah, loosey-goosey. So it's gonna be, this guy here has got to come off next. I'm fresh out of 22 millimeters, so I'm gonna use a 15/16 up here to give this a little bit of slack, to slack this up a little. So I've got that slacked up, and I'm gonna pull this off. Okay, now I can let this go back again. So that's gonna kind of swing around. Okay. So that was just under some tension, so that's why you'll have to bring that one back after we get that out of there. So then we need to pull these guys off. Okay, so that's 18 millimeter. I gotta get my safety glasses. Right out, and then this guy will come out. Maybe we'll just go out the top. How about that? It doesn't look too bad. We are gonna do the water pump on this, so I believe I'm just gonna take this and put a wire tie around that so this doesn't come off. So that should keep that tight on that sprocket, so it's not gonna come off of there. So now I can start taking out this. So we're pulling out this, but we gotta pull this goofy tube Got to pull this whole thermostat housing off. It's really a joke. Lots going on here, lots going on. And that 110 is buried. Look at how nicely they put that one in there. That's so that we can break that sensor to get at that bolt. Okay, 3/4. That's what it is. Not really 3/4, but 3/4 fit. So I'm just gonna pop that out of there. All right, so all we're gonna do is just, it has a copper gasket, but we will put some pipe dope on there. This has got to be in there on an O-ring fit. I don't feel anything, so let's just give that a little bit of work. Let's try a little harder. Come on. Oh! Guess what? Guess what? Coolant! Oh my gosh. My arch nemesis, coolant. Oh yeah, yeah, I love it. I love it. Coolant for me. C is for coolant. It's good enough for me. Wow, do I hate coolant. Just gonna pull these off and see what happens. It's 1, 2. We'll put these right there. See what happens with 3. Let me get the other one. That's one of them super long ones. I'll put that right there as well. Okay. Okay, so that's not moving because of that. So we may be in good shape yet. We'll take this off. Perfect. Perfect. Oops, coolant. Really long one goes right there. All the way through here. Get these other 3 bolts in, or other 2. A little notch. That notch goes to that guy right there. So see that? That goes into that notch. Put a little bit of pipe dope on there. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. There's the plug right on top for the quick. Good. Water pump. Nothing done with thermostat housing. We're all set. Now we'll bring it back and we'll do the timing chain. We'll time it motor up. This is the oiling jet. Oil nozzle has been redesigned to provide higher flow rate characteristics to increase oil flow to the timing chain under low RPMs. It is recommended to replace the oil nozzle when replacing the timing set. Okay, we're gonna do it. New, better. Out with the old, in with the new. Everything is supposed to get torqued to 89 inch-power. There's some super cool coloring. So they have a unique yellow, so they call that yellow. That's yellow. And then that's black. And then that's gonna be the other black one. So the timing chain has to go around that. So we put the timing chain down, put her down there. So you can see that the timing chain is on either side of that. That's what you have to do. So if we put that over there, so we put that line over there, then that pin is right there. So let's go with this guy lined up there. And then, so we know that that's got to be facing there. That goes right on. We're going to take this off because the set comes with a new one. Oh, I got to get that piece slid down there too. So the set comes with a new one and it's got a nice timing mark for that black link. This guy goes down in there. I should leave this like this. Then this will go there. There we go. Now that's going to make some sense. You have to get your chain around the sprocket first. Otherwise you won't be able to get this to work. Now let's try and put this sprocket in there. Oh, and I can get it to right there, but I'm not on there yet. Okay, but I have to spin the cam now. Okay, that's it. We got her. That's the trick. Now you just rotate the cam till you get on. There you go, and you're tensioned up. There, that's better. Okay, we got the gold one there, the black one there, and the black dot down there. And I'll show everybody what that looks like here in a minute. So we started with the silver, well, they call it the yellow link, on the intake. And that's that arrow. Then this black one on the exhaust. And then down here, because we changed the sprocket, we put their sprocket on, you put that dot with that link. Okay, now we're just gonna go 22 foot-pounds, then 100 degrees, which is approximately a flat and a little bit. All right, this is my 15/16. And now we're going to 22. So we're gonna go one hole flat, so we're just gonna put a line here on there. Okay, and we wanna go 60, probably right around here. Oh, that's planned, that's it. There's the one, there, perfect. A mark on this guy, and then we're gonna say we wanna go 1 and about 3/4 flats. Because 2 full flats would be 120 degrees. So we want to go about 100, which is going to be right there. So we want to take that flat to there. So we put our line on there, and here we go. Where are we about? Almost there. Perfect. And now that we know is lined up there, which is approximately 100 degrees. Okay. So here's our new guide. And that's gonna go up there. So the chain runs in between here. Up there. Touch a sealant. Okay. So this is the tensioner. And it's a new one. You can move this in and out. This is a 32. And notice I have all the slack on this side. And we're tight on that side. All I did was bring this a little bit this way. And they said 32 millimeter or 1.25 inches. And I think they want 55 foot-pounds on there. Oh, 55. Okay, so I think what you do is you're supposed to hit the chain right there in at least an eighth of an inch, then it's supposed to release that tensioner. So let's see what we get here. How about this one? Yeah, that one will work. So we'll give it a wackadoo. Right there, right on there. We'll give it a wackadoo. Okay. Okay, that sounded like something happened. So it turns good. Nice. All right. We're timed. Bump, bump, bump. These are in and tight. New water pump is in. All right, next step will be putting this cover back on and then putting the valve cover back on. We're gonna use a stair drive pin punch. Just gonna hook that seal. Out it comes. Nice and easy. No super huge pounding. Came right out. Pretty easy. We'll just clean that up a little bit and get the new one installed. I'm just gonna make one final preparation here. Take a little bit of black Permatex. So we're using black. And we're gonna just put it in here. Right on this split, little bit, just to fill in case there's any deformities in that castings, the way they match up. This shape, we've got two flats here and here and a key. So the flats are what drive your oil pump. So we have to make sure it's clocked properly in there. Oh, and it looks like it is. Oh, let's try. First we got to get into the oil pump and O-ring and then up onto the seal diameter. So that's it. Now we'll just figure out what that torque needs. All right, everything I could find said 74 foot-pounds plus 125 degrees, so it'd be two flats. I'll just give it a little crank over. Everything seems to be turning good. Yep. That's gonna do it for this episode of What's Next Garage. We were able to get the timing chain installed, the water pump installed, and the crank seal installed. Everything went great. Time to get this motor back in the car. Make sure you hit the bell icon so you don't miss the installation or the removal of this motor. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.